I almost submitted my final year thesis with two fake citations in it. Not fake because I made them up. Fake because AI gave them to me. They look completely real, and I almost didn't verify them. If my supervisor hadn't caught it, I could have submitted inaccurate citations in my final thesis. If you're using AI to write your literature review, there's one mistake that can cost you marks, even when everything else looks perfect. It's the exact mistake I almost made. Here's what most students do. They open ChatGPT or Claude, they type, "Write me a literature review on this topic." They copy the response into Microsoft Word, they tweak a few sentences, then they submit it. The problem is that AI can invent references, misread research papers, and confidently explain studies that don't even exist. It sounds completely convincing. The solution isn't to stop using AI. The solution is to stop letting AI think for you. Here's the workflow I actually used, and the one I wish I'd followed from the very beginning. The first step is finding real research papers. I usually start with Google Scholar because it's free, easy to use, and has millions of academic papers, but it's not the only option. You can also use Semantic Scholar, Core, PubMed, ScienceDirect, SpringerLink, IEEE, Explore, JSTOR, or even your university's digital library. The platform doesn't matter. What matters is that every source is real before AI ever touches it. Next, read the abstracts and download only the papers that are relevant to your research. Don't skip this step. This is where you decide what actually belongs in your literature review. Now AI finally earns its place. Upload one paper into Claude or ChatGPT. Don't ask it to write your literature review yet. Instead, ask questions like, summarize this paper. What methodology did the researchers use? What were the key findings? What limitations did the authors identify? What research gap still exists after this study? Notice what's happening. AI isn't creating knowledge, it's helping you understand knowledge that already exists inside the paper. That's the difference. Repeat this process for 5 or 6 strong papers, not 50. I'd rather understand 6 papers thoroughly than download 100 papers I'll never read. Once you've understood several papers, upload 2 or 3 related papers together. Ask AI, what did these studies agree on? Where do they disagree? What research gap still remains? This is the part that used to take me hours, comparing methodologies, comparing findings, looking for patterns. AI reduces that work dramatically, but your judgment is still what determines what those patterns actually mean. Now here's the step almost everyone skips: verification. This is where I almost got into serious trouble. 2 of my citations look completely legitimate: proper formatting, realistic author names, convincing findings. Everything looked perfect. But when I went back to verify them against the original papers, I couldn't confirm they actually existed as AI had described them. If I hadn't checked, those citations would have ended up in my final thesis. That's why I never trust AI blindly. If AI attributes a finding to a paper, open that paper and verify it. If AI summarizes a conclusion, compare it with the original conclusion. If AI generates a citation, verify it before it goes anywhere near your document. One inaccurate citation can damage the credibility of your entire literature review. Another place where AI becomes incredibly useful is explaining difficult research papers. Sometimes you'll read a methodology section and have absolutely no idea what the researchers are trying to say. Instead of struggling with the same paragraph over and over again, upload the paper and ask AI to explain it in simple language. You can even ask it to explain the methodology as if you're completely new to the topic. Most of the time, difficult concepts become much easier to understand. After you've understood your papers individually and compared them properly, then you can ask AI to help you create a draft of your literature review. Notice I said draft, not final version. A prompt like this works much better. Using only the uploaded research papers, write a literature review. Those words matter. Using only the uploaded research papers. That instruction encourages AI to stay grounded in your evidence instead of filling gaps with information that sounds believable but isn't supported. Once the draft is ready, your work begins. Rewrite it in your own words, improve the flow, remove unsupported statements. Make sure every claim can be traced back to a real research paper. Your supervisor is grading your understanding of the literature, not AI's writing ability. AI should make you more productive. It should never replace your critical thinking. At the end of the day, AI didn't replace the literature review process for me. It made reading faster, it made comparing studies easier, it made organizing information less stressful. But every important claim still came from real researchers because I verified everything before using it. The difference between a good researcher and a careless one isn't whether they use AI, it's whether they verify AI. If you found this video helpful, leave a like because it helps more students discover content like this. And if you want to learn practical ways to use AI for research and academic writing, subscribe to the channel. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to catch a fake AI citation before it ends up in your work, using the same process that saved me from submitting inaccurate references. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.